As a young teenager in the 1930s, Fort Lauderdale, Irene Riley Hart lived an isolated yet tranquil existence at the beachside Bonnet House, where her aunt and uncle were caretakers.
Growing up here, the number one thing, we were far away from the city, and so there were so many other things that we participated right here on the grounds. There were quite a few things. We did a lot of fishing around, and we would sometimes take walks, and Mrs. Bartlett would take pictures of us as a family, and she would make the lime punch, and we would all get together and sit on the porch with her, and she would have cookies that was made by Mrs. Littles, and we talked about things that we did every day. We talked about the animals, the monkeys, and anything pertaining to the grounds.
Yet the beauty of her carefree life was marred by rampant racism of the age.
Well, I remember quite a bit about race relations because, of course, if you were black, there were certain areas that you weren't allowed to participate. For example, school. You could not ride the school bus. So being this far away from the school, my cousin and I, we rode our bicycles into the city, Fort Lauderdale, to my grandmother's house, a home that Big Boss bought for my aunt and uncle in the city. We would ride our bicycles, leave them there, and walk to school from my grandmother's house with the boys and girls.
Now 90, Hart survived segregation, and the Bonnet House sells her book, African Americans Remembered, and taped a video about her witness to history.
It was a segregated area where you live, where they allowed the blacks to be a part of. It was totally different, but out here, it was like home. You could go and do things without having someone say you can't do this, you cannot do that. In other words, the Bartlett and Birch, they treated us like family.